Right, ladies and gents, welcome back to Orbital Potato's Tropical Paradise. We are back, as you can probably tell. I've let the game run for a little bit. I think I probably left it to run for about 6 months or so. And importantly, within that time, we have successfully paid off one of our loans. We paid off the big $10,000 loan, which is very, very nice. That means that we've no longer got that hanging over our head. We still do have a $500 loan, but that's nothing to worry about really in the grand scheme of things. So that means if we want to, we're free to take out a brand new loan. But something that you may have seen that is a reoccurring problem is the queues. The queues at Insanity 1, or Insanity 2 should I say. They're just huge. They're just absolutely huge. And with the fact that we are continuing to increase the amount of people that are coming into the theme park, I think that we can really get away with adding another insanity ride, to be honest, because at the moment we're just not getting enough people. We're just not getting enough people onto this ride. So I think that needs to be our first priority. The real question is, do we want to fund it through debt, or do we want to fund it through the passage of time? Truthfully, I'm not really sure what the answer will be, because I would say that funding it via debt would be a risky maneuver, but at the same time, I'm also not going to worry about it. Also, I think I should put the price up on this. Let's put it up to like let's put it up to like 10 bucks or something. I didn't muck around with the price too much in the last episode because it was still brand new then, but that's fine. All right, let's go and take out a new loan. It's only at 20% interest. Let's pause and let's see what we can actually do. All right, I want to get the insanity down. I want to get it down kind of close-ish. Close-ish? Yeah, I think there's probably pretty darn good. That's pretty nice. Let's get the entrance right about there. The exit right about there. And let's get ourselves a lovely, lovely long queue system. You know, as a British person, I've got to say, I do love queuing. It is one of my favorite pastimes. Let's see if we can try and get... No, I wanted to see if I could try and get maybe something to... No, that's not going to work. Alright. Well, let's try going up here and looping around this way. That way we can end up with a queue that is pretty darn long and will suffice for all the stuff that we need. There's no way that I can fit another... No, that's so close. It's so close, but we can't do it, unfortunately. Whatever the case, we got to make do with what we got. Great. Perfect. And perfect. It's not a huge queue, but it is long enough. It is long enough, I think. Oh, this is a queue path. Just a natural path would be grand. Connect that up there. Okay, so with our Insanity 2, or Insanity 3, should I say, should be able to open that. I'm going to set this to 10 bucks. And then we're going to take it from there and see exactly how we do. Alright, the great news is, the very, very good news is that with this additional loan, which I'm going to immediately crank right down to the minimum amount so that we can pay the minimum amount possible. In fact, you know what? Part of me wants to repay this loan and then take it out again. 12,000 to repay. That's because it's a much higher interest rate. Let's repay that. Great. And then we can take out the next loan if we'd like to. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit. This is how much interest I've paid, by the way. I've borrowed 30 grand and I've already paid 4 grand in interest. So that's 4 grand that is basically down the gutter. Also, whilst I was skipping through time, I meant to say, hotels have been discovered. We'll get to hotels a little bit later on. Is there anything new that we really care about? There are a couple of new coasters that we can perhaps investigate, but crucially, I'm not here to faff around with new coasters. I mean, I am here to faff around with new coasters, but the fact of the matter is that we are going to be we are going to be building our very own coaster, which is very, very exciting indeed. So, let's have a look and see what we want to do with this thing. I think we probably, as I said, we wanted to get it over in this vicinity so that it is actually a pirate ride. I mean, it's not technically a pirate ride, but it would be good if it actually was. So, we got to be really, really careful about the excitement values, the fear values, the nausea values, speed values, etc. We don't want to overload the customer. All right. Let's build up. Drive tires, no. Yeah, all right. So let's go up, 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 and then let's even it off. Perfect. And then what I would like to do, rather than building my own coaster, I mean, I am building my own coaster, obviously, but I'm going to try and assemble it out of pre-built chunks, if you'd like. That's the plan, anyway. This is going to be a very, very expensive endeavor. I do think that, unfortunately, it will... are there any bits that go down? No, nothing really goes down from here. That's fine. We can get things to go down ourselves. Standard track. Yep, there we go. And boom. Okay, now let's see if we can try and get a loop in. That looks pretty darn cool. But maybe we want to get the loop to go something like that. Let's do a test to see what this would be like. As it currently stands. There we go. So as you can see, we really want to try and hit the excitement and the fear and the nausea all in the sweet spot. We don't really want to make a super nauseous, super scary ride with like no excitement. We want to try and land comfortably in the middle, I would say. Let's build that. There we go. Well, let me tell you, it's a bloomin' good thing that we did not decide to do that. That was a abject failure. Whoa. There's a little bit of an interesting thing that happened there. Let's get a pretzel loop. See if this works. All right. No, I don't want to loop down. I want to loop up. I want to loop up. There we go. Do that. Let's see what that gets us. There we go. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Who knew it? I've been the best coaster designer in the world, and I haven't even really started yet. Let's see if that'll make a difference. All the time, by the way, we're gaining money. We've got money coming in, which is really, really nice. All right, let's see what we got. All right, good. Little bit of fear, a little bit of nausea. Okay, it's a little bit nauseous at this moment here. So maybe let's try and make it a touch bigger, just to sort of slow things down a little bit. I'm not sure if that's actually going to have a measured effect on the nausea. But I think this is pretty good. It's not very piratey, I must hasten to add. But that's okay. As long as we name it something piratey, like Army Hearties or something, then I'm sure it'll end up being totally fine. Alright, looking good, not too shabby. Of course, I didn't build the thing, so that was a complete waste of time. But that's fine. Let's see what the autocomplete says. The autocomplete, we could finish this coaster for about 599 bucks. Alright, well let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot and see how it works. In fact, you know what? We could even ride it. As the sun is setting. What a glorious, glorious time. Alright, good. It's in the green most of the time. Gets a little bit high up here. Oh, no. Well, this is a problem. We clearly cannot get away with doing that loop. We'll need to go for something a little bit easier. I don't really know what we can do. Maybe something along the lines of pretzel not left. Oh goodness me, that's a little bit. It's a little bit expensive. That's also a little bit unfeasible. Maybe something like that, you know? We bring the size down a little bit. Let's keep the tests up, you know? I'm hoping that the tests don't cost us anything. If they do, then that is a problem. Select this bit of track, and we could perhaps end up doing the drive tires. That might be an idea. So we can speed up the track. That would also be pretty darn sweet. But yeah, as I say, lots of good stats here. A little bit dodgy at one point, but that's okay. Yeah. Smooth that turn there, see if that makes any difference. Smooth that there. Just trying to make it be a little bit less nauseous and fearful at that section. But at the same time, we obviously still wanted to inspire some level of excitement. Alright, let's have a look at the stats as we go over this section. I think that is actually fine. You know? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Did not mean to do that. Nope. Did not mean to do that. That is not exactly great. All right, let's see what we can do with the autocomplete. That's a pretty darn good autocomplete. I'll take that. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look and see what this test yields. We'll be able to go on this ride, hopefully for the last time before we actually open it up to the public. And this will be our first coaster. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. Alright, stats looking good so far. Nice. Fear and nausea, a little bit high. Not too much to worry about, though. A little bit scary at some points, but... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say that was successful. So, excitement is rated well. Nausea, it's a little bit nauseous. It's a little tiny bit nauseous. But that's not too much to worry about. Alright, let's do that. We're going to test it, and whilst the test is ongoing, we will place our entrance. We're going to place the entrance down over at this side, and we're going to place the exit down over at this side. That's perfect. That looks darned fantastic, actually. What we're going to do is we are going to try our very best. We're going to try our very best to make something that looks reasonably... No, we need... Ooh. We need a substantial queue, actually. A substantial queuing section. There we go. You know what? We'll have an elevated... Oh, no, no, no. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I forgot. I forgot for a second that we were using this. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. There we go. Keep it coming. Can't, unfortunately, get it under the roller coaster there. If we could, that would be really, really nice. Gonna do one last loop up here. I really do think that this is going to be a very popular coaster. Excuse me. Will you connect down there? Beautiful. Alright, that's pretty darn nice. We got a challenge that's completed. What was the challenge that we completed? Build a coaster with at least 3 excitement. I'm going to claim my reward. That is fantastic. We now need to achieve a monthly profit from coasters of $500 bucks. What are we currently charging for this coaster? Also, let's get it open. Hurrah! It's a little bit nauseous, but let's hope that it's good enough. 10 bucks. We're currently charging 10 bucks. Monthly running costs, potential monthly income. I mean, we need to put the price up, right? Let's put the price up to 15 bucks. I hope that 15 bucks will be enough to make this thing profitable. But we'll have to wait and see. Also, we need to call it Me. How do you spell me hearties? I guess that's how we're spelling me hearties. Let's use a couple of exclamation marks, just for good measure. Okay, so now that it's open, we should start to see people flooding through. No, not many people are flooding through. Tell you what, though, getting the Insanity 3 up and running, very, very, very good idea. Ticket price of 10 bucks still seems to be paying off big time. I actually think that we need to bump the ticket price of this a little bit more. Yeah, you know what? Let's bump it to like 25. Same here. Whoa. It's a little bit out of our price range, but that's fine. We're also going to bump Insanity. Let's bump Insanity to 15 bucks. We're just not making enough money, and I tell you what, we've got too many guests. We've got too many guests. Supply and demand dictates to me that we need to charge more for our rides. If there are people that are coming, why is no one? What the heck? Is no one coming on our ride? Why is no one coming on the ride? Arma Hearties is so expensive? Are you kidding me? You're willing to go on a 20 buck flying plane ride, but you're not willing to go on a thrilling and exciting coaster. Also, in order to lower operating costs, we're going to do... Where is it? Yeah, minimum coaster ride. 3/4 load. Yep. Prices are way too high? Really? Alright, let's... I don't know what we're shooting for here, but we'll stick it at $1. In fact, you know what? We'll stick it as free. We'll stick it up on free, and then we'll sort of see exactly how we do. Now, obviously, we're not going to make a single shred of cash from it at the present moment, but that's okay. Also, as a consequence, we're going to bump our prices. Yeah, let's bump our prices up so that we can cover the costs of running the coaster for absolutely nothing. Our first guest. Park entry was cheap, but Army Hearties is still free. Amazing. You think park entry is cheap? I mean, if you think park entry is cheap, let's double this then. Let's make this like 15 bucks, and let's make that like, I don't know, 10 bucks. This might end up being a super unprofitable move, and it might end up turning people away. But we've got more guests than ever here, which is phenomenal, really. Oh, finally, people are starting to come to Pirate World. And I can only assume that they're coming to Pirate World for the roller coaster. Oh man, look at this. This is great. We are actually getting some people to come over this way. Fantastic. Our roller coaster was a giant success. But now, no one is riding this. Did it just break down? Where is everyone? Why is everyone stuck over here? What the heck is happening? This looks like a little bit of a nightmare. I need to try and, like, widen these paths. Yeah, let's get that path widened there. Ooh. There we go. Get that path widened there. I'm a little bit short on cash at the present moment, but that's okay. Looks like we still got another crowd waiting for Insanity 3, but Insanity number 2 ain't so popular. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. This is looking really, really good. I don't think we can, I don't think we can actually increase the number of cars that are in this, but I might be wrong. We might be able to increase the number of carts that are on the track at the present moment. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to close and edit it. I'm just going to sort of leave it as is for now. Unfortunately, though, the coaster will only take whatever it is, 8, 16, 24 people at the same time, which means that we will have to put a price on it because it is it's got so few people. Ah, look at this. Look at this. Loads of people are coming to the coaster now. I mean, there's no real other reason to go to Pirate World at the moment other than the coaster. So that's quite nice. Good. This is working out. This is working out. When a ride breaks down, though, that puts us in a very, very poor financial situation. I must say, very, very poor. We still got that one loan. We got 12 months remaining, 4,500 bucks in interest, which is shocking. Right, what do people think? What do people think? What were your thoughts on the ride? Doesn't have much scenery. You barely queued. Yeah, we do need to get some. We do need to get some scenery over here. Unfortunately, now our financial position is a little. I think the correct term is shaky, but the point is, it's fine. Yeah, Okay, hold on a sec. Close the ride. Number of trains. 2? I can't do that. I want to see if I can edit the track so that we can get a slightly longer station. But I, truthfully, have not got the foggiest idea how to make that happen. Entry speed, exit speed. Maybe this is a ride that we're not able to increase the length of the station for. That may well be a possibility. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to modify this in any way, unfortunately. Unless, hold on a minute. Whoa. Delete that there, delete that there. Okay, let me go station. There we go. Look at this. This is perfect. I know that we're going to have to, unfortunately, take out another little loan in order to make this happen. But that's A-okay with me. Yep. Let's go station. There we go. Perfect. Autocomplete. That is grand. That is absolutely perfect. Alright, done. Let's give a quick little test of this thing. Let's place an exit. And let's connect that exit. Let's connect that exit up. Sure. That is horrific, actually. That is truly, truly abysmal. There we go. That looks quite fashionable. There we go. It's looking good. Unfortunately, we need to spend our extra money, and everyone has since disappeared. I don't know where everyone went. Alright, what are the stats? What are the stats on the army hearties? I'm gonna have a look at our challenges in just a second. Alright. Give me the good news. Give me the good news. How's it looking? Alright, let's open it up. I don't know if that's going to be good enough, truthfully. It's pretty disliked by people. Or not pretty disliked, but it's got the annoying fact that it's perhaps a little bit not fearful enough, and then a little bit not exciting enough as well. But we'll see. We need to change the... we can keep it with 9 cars. Or we can shrink it down to 3 cars. You know what I actually think? Hold on a minute. Let's reduce it to 3 cars of 2 trains. No, 4 cars, 2 trains. Yep. We're going to have to run yet another test. Oh, look, here they are. We're going to have to run yet another test. But I think this might be a better way of doing things. It will allow the train to hopefully just get up to that slightly higher speed. Multiple rides are too expensive. Don't get me wrong, the rides are very, very expensive. Whoa. What is going on here? What's happening, people? Okay, this is maybe a little bit of a mistake. I thought that this promenade, this through promenade would be fast enough, but apparently it's not. Alright, let's see how the test performed. Hey, this is much better. That's much, much better. Alright, let's get that open right away. Perfect. There's a bunch of objects in the park which have been vandalized. That's not a problem. We'll deal with that a little bit later on. Alright, it's clear that whatever the price we've got for this, it's just way too high. Let's bring it down to like 12 bucks. Bring it down to 12 bucks. Bring this down to 12 bucks as well. It's constantly a little game about optimization, you know? We need to make sure that we're getting we're getting the right prices in the right places. Also, what I want to do is I've had a little bit of a change of heart in terms of our current promenade. The current promenade is obviously too small, so we're going to need to change it up slightly. So we're going to get a massive, massive promenade area over there, which will allow people to walk a whole heck of a lot easier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and disconnect it right here. There we go. Perfect. Get that connected up there, and then, hold on, knock that down to size, connect that up there. Perfect. So, theoretically, that will address the walking issues that we seem to be having. People are going to have to walk around this side. I know it's not ideal, but it does mean that people aren't going to be knocking into each other on the way to get to their favorite coasters. And by favorite coasters, I of course mean the Army Hearties, which is far and away the best and the only coaster that we actually have. I also would love to see if I can get a transportation system. So rather than having people walk to Pirate Land, we can get them to take a transport system. I think by changing the prices of this, by the way, we may have fixed the problem. It's still a touch too high, I think. But hey ho. The price of the park. What is the price of the park? Refund time. Place was okay. What is everyone's guest happiness? Wow, the guest happiness has gone down considerably. I guess since we bumped the prices. I guess we can remove the prices back down to what they were. Move you down to 20. Part of me wants to see if we could actually be successful with a sort of ticket-only entrance price fee. Hey, hey, hey. This is going good. This is going good. The monthly running costs are very, very high for this ride, but that's fine. We're going to bump it up slowly but surely. In fact, you know what? We'll stick it up to $1. We'll stick it up to $1. See if that makes any difference. Is there any way that we can increase the number of cars? I feel we should be able to, right? Minimum departure interval. Arriving trains will override the minimum rider load. Okay, forget that. What? Alright, I thought they were going to step into nothingness for a second there, but that's fine. This is looking good. This is looking good. I'm super happy with the way that that turned out. The problem is that it's going to cost me a heck of a lot of money until we can get a real bead on how much it costs to run this thing. But it looks good. Looks really, really good. The track scenery rating is pretty low, but we'll address that. We'll address that in a little bit. The queue scenery rating, on the other hand, is actually quite high. I do believe. Yep, 68%. Probably because there's a whole stinking pirate ship right next to it. But our changes to the walking areas, I think, have been positive. Still looks like this area is too expensive. $12. Maybe we'll bump it down even further. Bump it down to 10. Someone's thinking about quitting. Bump that down to 10. Yeah, no luck. This is an entirely... This ride is just... It's just empty. Why are people here? Why would people come here? At least we're making money from our burgers and our milkshakes. That's important. All right, the queue on this is looking pretty darn substantial, which is quite nice. Hot Dog Squad 2. That is, I believe, over here. Is this Hot Dog Squad? Yeah, look at that. Look at that dog. There you go. You're getting back to work. Perfect. That's why it's been empty. Anyway, what are our challenges like? Achieve a park. Oh, build a coaster with at least 2 sections of airtime. Nice. I'll take that. It's pretty darn nice. Achieving a monthly profit of coasters of $500 is pretty challenging, I would say. But that's not a problem. We'll manage to fix it soon. Yeah, you know what? All things considered, this is pretty darn good. I mean, I know that we are technically in debt. Not substantially, but we're in debt nonetheless. And we've got a lot of loans to pay off. But that's fine, because we're going to have to deal with that. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Orbital Potato's Tropical Paradise in Planet Coaster. I'll see you next time. Bye.